So now students, in this second video, I am going to prove this theorem. But before that, uh, I want to take this example. This we have already taken in the previous video, but I want to explain it more further. So we have already proved that this function has no limit at x equal to 1. So what graphically, this is the picture, this is the one branch, this is the second branch. Here the radius is half. So if you take any x in this radius, for example here, and here you have selected the branch less than 1. Less than 1 means this branch, you will see, and you are going to prove that this function has no limit x f of x equal to 2 at x equal to 1, यानी लिमिट की वैल्यू 2 नहीं होगी, यानी ये नहीं होगी, ये पॉइंट, दिस इज 2, दिस इज 2, दिस इज 1, दिस इज 0. branch is this. So take any x here, for example say this, moving back here, and you will reach at this point, you will reach at this point, and this, so the distance between 2 and this point you can see that is greater than half, greater than half, because here is 2, this is 1, so this distance is 1, so that's why this distance is greater than half. This distance is not less than half, this distance is greater than half, and this is the reason कि इस फंक्शन की लिमिट नहीं है, क्योंकि हाफ के अराउंड अगर आप बनाते हैं तो ये बनती है स्ट्रिप, तो ये यहाँ आना चाहिए था, बट ऐसा नहीं है. जैसे ही आप एक्स जाते हैं तो आप तो यहाँ पहुँचते हैं, जाना तो इसी स्ट्रिप में था, पहुँच गए यहाँ पर, दैट्स वाई इसकी लिमिट नहीं है. ऐसे ही जब आप 1 के अराउंड बनाएंगे तो स्ट्रिप यहाँ बनेगी, आप यहाँ भी ले सकते हैं, तब इस केस में आप एक्स यहाँ चूज़ कर सकते हैं, यू कैन टेक एक्स हियर, एंड देन इन दैट केस यू विल रीच एट दिस प्लेस which is far from 1, and that's why again this function has no limit. Fine, so this function has no limit. Now we will prove this theorem. Limit x tending to 1 f of x, if it exists, is unique. That means we will prove the uniqueness of the limit. So how to prove this? With the help of epsilon delta definition. Let's see. So here, so let limit x tending to a f of x is equal to L, and limit x tending to a f of x is equal to L dash. Fine. So we shall show that L is equal to L dash. So suppose we are having two different limits. One is L, another one is L dash at the same point, x equal to x tending to a, x tending to a. Now our aim is to show that L is equal to L dash. This is equation number 1. Fine. So now we are considering the first part, this part. So let epsilon be given, greater than 0 be given. Then by definition of limit, there exists a delta 1 greater than 0, delta 2 greater than 0, such that f of x minus L is less than epsilon by 2. This is for this part. That means when we are considering delta 1 greater than 0, this is for this part. Similarly, delta 2 greater than 0 is for the second part. So for the first part we have selected delta 1. So f of x is minus less than epsilon is less than epsilon by 2, and f of x minus L dash, this is less than epsilon by 2. For this part, condition is x minus a is less than delta 1, and for the second part, condition is when x minus a is less than delta by 2. This is delta 2. Delta 2. Not delta by 2, this is delta 2. Fine. So now we are having actually interval around a. So if you can see this condition, what is this? This is a, this is your a minus delta 1, this is a plus delta 1. Similarly here, this is again a center, and our interval is a plus delta 2, a minus. We don't know whether a delta 1 is greater than or delta 2. Suppose your delta 2 is greater, so a plus delta 2 here, and here a minus delta 2. So now take the minimum of, minimum means this distance is delta 1 and this distance is delta 2. So take the minimum one. So this is the minimum one. So ultimately the common interval is this. So basically we are selecting this by taking the minimum of delta 1 and delta 2. This will provide you this common interval. Fine. So here we have taken this minimum. So this is delta minimum, and then 2 and 3 implies, this condition implies that f of x minus L is less than delta by 2 when x minus a is less than delta. Similarly here, f of x minus L dash, this magnitude is less than epsilon by 2 when, according to this condition, magnitude of x minus a is less than delta. Now you can combine these two because we have to prove that L is equal to L dash. So L minus L dash magnitude is equals to, now add and subtract f of x. So we get this. Now apply the triangle inequality. So magnitude of L minus f of x plus magnitude of f of x minus L dash. But this quantity is epsilon by 2. This quantity is also epsilon by 2. And this condition holds for this condition. And both are same. That's why x minus a magnitude is in between 0 and delta. Because this quantity is also greater than 0. This is also greater than 0. Fine. So this condition holds for this quantity. And that is why this condition holds for this quantity. So that's why this is your, you can assume that this is your f of x, this is your limit. So this is equal to this. So for arbitrary small epsilon, whatever be epsilon, क्योंकि सभी epsilon के लिए true होगा. So if you are selecting epsilon is 0, then again this will be so hold. So 0 के लिए अगर रखें तो L is equal to L dash. Or you can easily understand that L is equal to L dash, just like in limit. So this is the proof of this theorem. Now the algebra of limits. Now the algebra of limits. So suppose we have two functions, f and g be two functions, and a be a point of their common domain. Common domain hai. So if limit x tending to a f of x is equal to L and limit gx equal to m at when x tending to a, then thus limit x tending to a of the function f of x plus gx, the sum of these two functions is equal to L plus m. Similarly, find the limit x tending to a of the function f of x minus gx is equal to nothing but L minus m. Similarly, limit x tending to a f of x into g of x, the product of these two functions is equal to Lm. And similarly the division, limit x tending to a f of x by gx is equal to L by m, provided m is not equals to 0. Otherwise this value will be undefined. Fine. So now we will prove one by one. So let's see the first proof. Here is the first proof. Limit x tending to a f of x is equal to L. This is already given to you. That means since we are having two functions, one is f of x, another one is gx. So now here we will take delta 1 and delta 2 for the same choice of epsilon. So for if we are taking this part, limit x tending to f of x equal to L, this implies given epsilon greater than 0, there exists a delta 1 greater than 0 such that f of x minus L magnitude is less than epsilon by 2. For this 0 is less than x, magnitude of x minus a is less than delta 1. Similarly, limit x tending to a gx equal to m. So for this choice of epsilon, there exists a delta 2 such greater than 0 such that magnitude of gx minus m is less than delta by 2. For 0 is less than x minus a, magnitude is less than delta by 2. This is by the definition. Now we want to combine these two in a single expression, and so take the minimum of delta 1 and delta 2. Just like in previous theorem, delta is minimum of delta 1 and delta 2 because common point is a. Here is a, here is. That's why we are taking minimum. Common interval बना रहे हैं a के around. Fine. So f of x minus L is less than, here is less than epsilon by 2 when in place of delta 1 now we will replace delta. Similarly, this condition holds for 0 is less than x minus a is less than delta, क्योंकि ये अब कॉमन हो जाएगा दोनों के लिए ट्रू करेगा क्योंकि हमने मिनिमम ले लिया है, इंटरसेक्शन ले लिया है. फाइन. एंड हियर इज एन एंड. अब हमें तो प्लस के लिए चेक करना था, सो वी विल टेक दिस पार्ट. वी विल स्टार्ट विद दिस मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ एफ ऑफ एक्स प्लस जी एक्स माइनस एल ब्रैकेट एल प्लस एम. फिर इनको सेपरेट कर लिया. एफ ऑफ एक्स माइनस एल प्लस दिस ब्रैकेट जी एक्स माइनस एम. Again apply the triangle inequality. This is epsilon less than, this can be rewritten as this less than equal to f of x minus L plus magnitude of gx minus m. But this quantity is less than epsilon by 2. This quantity is also less than epsilon by 2. So their sum is epsilon, and the common condition is this. So hence we can say that by the definition of limit, this is also a function. This is the value of the limits. So limit x tending to a fx plus gx, this is equals to L plus m, this value, by the definition of limit. Fine. Similarly, in the second part, just replace plus by minus sign. Just replace this plus by minus sign and all the things are as it is same. So you can do yourself. Fine. This is the proof. You can see. Just note down yourself. Just replace plus by minus sign. Now in the third part, product part. This is the product. So proceeding as in first part, this is already given to you, limit x tending to a f of x equal to L. That means for a given, now here we are taking epsilon 1 rather than same epsilon, we are taking different epsilon. Why we have taken different one? Let's see later on. So given epsilon 1 greater than 0, there exists a delta 1 greater than 0, such that this condition holds. By the definition of limit, magnitude of f of x minus L is less than epsilon 1, because here we are choosing epsilon 1 for magnitude of x minus a in between 0 and delta 1. Again, limit x tending to a gx equal to m. So for given epsilon 2 greater than 0, there exists a delta 2 greater than 0, such that magnitude of gx minus m is less than epsilon by 2 for magnitude of x minus a in between 0 and delta 2. Fine. Now we want to combine these two. So that's why, because point is common, a and a. So delta is minimum of delta 1 and delta 2. Then this condition and this condition both holds for the same choice of delta, because we are taken the minimum one. Fine. Now we are proving for the product f of x into gx. So in this we need this magnitude of gx की हमें जरूरत पड़ेगी, तो पहले इसी की वैल्यू निकाल लेते हैं. So magnitude of gx is what? But here we have gx minus m. So हम क्या करते हैं कि इसमें प्लस और माइनस को ऐड कर देते हैं m को, minus m and plus m, so that we can utilize this. So now apply the triangle inequality. So this is magnitude of gx minus m plus magnitude of m, but this quantity is less than epsilon by 2. So epsilon by 2 plus this magnitude of m, and we know that epsilon 2 is a very small quantity in between 0 and 1. तो इसकी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 1 जा सकती है. सो एप्सिलॉन 2 इज लेस देन 1 रहता है जनरली एंड ग्रेटर देन 0. तो इसकी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 1 जा सकती है. सो वी कैन रिप्लेस दिस क्वांटिटी बाय लेस देन 1. सो दैट्स वाई दिस कैन बी री रिटन एज लेस देन 1 प्लस m. एप्सिलॉन 2 इज लेस देन 1, दोनों साइड में मैग्नीट्यूड m को ऐड कर लिया तो ये बन जाता है. ठीक. नाउ मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ये हमें चाहिए एफ ऑफ एक्स इंटू जी एक्स, और प्रूफ करना है कि ये लिमिट एल एम के बराबर है. तो इसी को ले लेते हैं हम, एफ ऑफ एक्स इंटू जी एक्स माइनस एल एम मैग्नीट्यूड. दिस इज इक्वल्स टू, अब हमने क्या किया, इसमें एल जी एक्स एडेड एंड एल जी एक्स सब्ट्रैक्टेड. फाइन. एंड नाउ फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट टू just take gx common, and from last two take l common. So we have gx into f of x minus l plus l gx minus l, and then apply triangle inequality. So take this part separate, this part separate. So magnitude of gx into f of x minus l plus magnitude of l into gx minus l, this part. Fine. And now again apply property of magnitudes. So this is equal to nothing but, as a not inequality, this is exactly equal to magnitude of gx into magnitude of f of x minus l plus magnitude of l into magnitude of gx minus l. Now replace the values. What is magnitude of gx? We have already evaluated. This is nothing but 1 plus magnitude of m, so replaced. Now f of x minus l, this is nothing but epsilon 1, so replace the value, plus magnitude of l, and this quantity is this quantity f of x gx minus, this will be m, this will be m, this will be m, this will be m. Gx minus m is basically epsilon by epsilon 2, and since we have used these conditions, so we have to impose this condition essentially. So this is the condition. Fine. So now we are having two addition terms. One is this, another one is this. So just replace this quantity by epsilon by 2. Replace this quantity by epsilon by 2 so that their sum is epsilon. Fine. So that's why you have to select this epsilon 1 as epsilon by 2, क्योंकि epsilon by 2 लाना है यहाँ. तो ये तभी पॉसिबल है जब epsilon 1 की वैल्यू ये हम ले, epsilon by 2 into 1 plus magnitude of m. अब यहाँ प्रश्न उठता है कि अगर m की वैल्यू 0 भी हो जाए तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, क्योंकि 1 plus magnitude of m है, वैल्यू वेल डिफाइंड रहेगी. फाइन. सिमिलरली इन द सेकेंड पार्ट, ये हमें एप्साइलन बाय 2 से रिप्लेस करना है. तो एप्साइलन बाय 2 की वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए, एप्साइलन बाय 2 इंटू, अगर हम इसको रिप्लेस करते हैं एप्साइलन बाय 2 से तो वैल्यू हमें ये लेनी चाहिए, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दिस एप्साइलन 2 शुड बी एप्साइलन बाय 2 होना चाहिए. यानी एप्साइलन बाय 2 की वैल्यू एप्साइलन अपॉन 2 इंटू मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ एल, ये हमें लेना चाहिए. बट प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि एल इज़ द लिमिट एंड लिमिट में बी 0. अगर 0 हो गई तो ये टर्म इनफाइनाइट हो जाएगी. So to avoid this condition, just take 1 plus 1. Just 1 को add कर लिया. Now if your magnitude of L is 0, then still we are getting epsilon by 2. Fine. So that's why rather than taking this epsilon by 2 into magnitude of L, we are taking actually epsilon 2 as epsilon 2 divided by 2 into 1 plus magnitude of L to avoid that condition. Fine. Now replace these values here. So this term is less than this quantity multiplied by epsilon 1 plus magnitude of this epsilon 2, but epsilon 1 is we have selected at this, so just replace this value plus magnitude of L and epsilon 2 which is selected as this. So after simplification this is cancelled out with this, so epsilon by 2 plus this is magnitude of L divided by 1 plus magnitude of L into epsilon by, and you know that this quantity is always less than 1, so that's why this equality is less than 1, क्योंकि ये क्वांटिटी तो हमेशा 1 से लेस ही रहेगी. मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ एल डिवाइडेड बाय 1 प्लस मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ एल. सो दिस इज एप्सिलॉन बाय 2 एंड एप्सिलॉन बाय 2 एंड इन इक्वालिटी इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय लेस देन 1. सो दिस इज एप्सिलॉन टोटल सम एंड कंडीशन इज दिस इज द कंडीशन एंड दैट्स वाई एफ एक्स जी एक्स की जो लिमिट है एट एक्स टेंडिंग टू ए इज एल एम के बराबर है. सिमिलरली फॉर द डिवीजन पार्ट, so this is the division part. So this is the division part and now we will prove this in the next video. Thank you.